Welcome, my friends. I have a beautiful and inspiring story for you today. This tale is about friendship, dreams, and love, all woven into an unforgettable life journey. It is told in simple, clear English, so you can relax and enjoy it while improving your language skills. So find a comfortable spot, listen closely, and let your imagination paint every scene. Let us begin. Meet Sophia, a quiet and thoughtful young woman of 22. Her greatest passions were reading books and filling the pages of her journal. Sophia lived in a small, sleepy town with her parents, spending most of her time in her little room, a sanctuary surrounded by books. Her life was calm, but also very predictable. One sunny morning, her best friend, Emma, called her. Emma was a whirlwind of energy who loved adventure. "Sophia, pack your bags." Emma's voice buzzed with excitement. "We're going on a trip to the mountains with my friends. You absolutely have to come." Sophia hesitated. The idea of meeting a group of new people and going on such a big trip made her nervous. "I don't know, Emma. I think I might just stay home," she replied softly. But Emma would not take no for an answer. "Sophia, life is too short. You need to step out of your comfort zone. This will be the adventure of a lifetime." After some thought, Sophia agreed. She decided to take a chance and join Emma's group. A week later, Sophia found herself on a colorful bus, alive with laughter and chatter. The group was a lively mix of fun and adventurous young people. Among them was Ethan, a 24-year-old man who loved traveling and experiencing life to the fullest. Ethan noticed Sophia sitting quietly by the window and walked over to introduce himself. "Hi, I'm Ethan. You must be Emma's friend." Sophia looked up shyly and said, "Yes, I'm Sophia." Ethan had a bright and confident personality. He told jokes and stories, making everyone around him laugh. Sophia found herself smiling at his vibrant energy, even though she usually preferred to avoid loud people. When the bus reached the mountains, the view was breathtaking. The crisp air was sharp with the scent of pine trees, the sky was a perfect, clear blue, and the snow-capped peaks looked truly magical. Ethan suggested they all hike to a nearby waterfall, and everyone enthusiastically agreed. However, the hike was not easy for Sophia. She struggled with the steep, winding paths and quickly felt tired. Ethan noticed her falling behind and slowed his pace to walk beside her. "Don't give up, Sophia. The view from the top is worth every step," he said, offering her his hand. Sophia paused for a moment, then took it. For the first time on the trip, she felt a little braver. When they finally reached the waterfall, it was like stepping into a dream. The water sparkled brilliantly in the sunlight, and a sense of pure joy filled the air. That night, they gathered around a campfire, singing songs and sharing their dreams. Ethan spoke of his dream to travel the entire world. Sophia listened quietly, but she felt something shifting inside her. She began to wonder if there was more to life than the familiar comfort of her small town. The trip ended, and Sophia returned home, but her heart felt different. She couldn't stop thinking about the mountains, the waterfall, and especially Ethan. Ethan started texting her every day. They talked about books, life, and their dreams. Slowly, a close friendship blossomed between them. One day, Ethan invited her to his birthday party in the city. Sophia felt that familiar nervousness but decided to go. At the party, she met Ethan's friends, who were all so lively and full of ambitious dreams. Sophia felt shy around them but couldn't help but admire their confidence. Ethan introduced her to everyone and made sure she felt comfortable. Later, they sat together on a balcony, looking out at the glittering city lights. "Sophia," Ethan said, "you have so much potential. You should do something truly big with your life." Sophia thought about his words. She had always harbored a secret desire to become a writer, but was too afraid to even try. Ethan's belief in her was inspiring. She started writing short stories and, gathering her courage, sent them to magazines. To her immense surprise, one of her stories was accepted for publication. For the first time, she felt a deep sense of pride and excitement about her future. Meanwhile, Ethan was facing his own struggles. His parents wanted him to find a stable job, but Ethan dreamed of exploring the world. He felt torn between his family's expectations and his own deep-seated desires. Sophia and Ethan supported each other through this challenging time. They talked about their fears, shared their hopes, and their bond grew even stronger. But as time passed, Sophia realized her feelings for Ethan had deepened into love. One day, Ethan received an incredible opportunity, a chance to work abroad for a year. It was the perfect way to begin his dream of traveling. He met Sophia at a small cafe to tell her about the offer. "I want you to come with me," he said, looking directly into her eyes. Sophia's heart skipped a beat, but she knew she couldn't leave. "I can't, Ethan. I've just started my writing career. I need to follow my own path," she said, tears streaming down her face. Ethan understood, but his heart ached. They promised to stay in touch, but both knew how difficult it would be. Time passed. Ethan traveled the world, sending beautiful pictures and postcards to Sophia. She worked hard on her writing and eventually became a successful author. They were both achieving their dreams, but they missed each other deeply. Years later, Sophia was invited to a prestigious book festival in Paris. She walked onto the stage to speak about her journey as a writer. As she spoke, she noticed a familiar face in the audience. It was Ethan. After her speech, Ethan made his way to her. "You've changed so much, Sophia. I'm so proud of you," he said, his smile as warm as she remembered. Sophia smiled back. "And you, Ethan, you've lived your dream. You taught me how to dream, too." They talked for hours, catching up on years of life and adventure. This time, they decided they would not let each other go. Instead of choosing separate paths, they chose to create a new one together. I hope you love this story, my friends. It is a reminder to follow your dreams, support those you care about, and never give up on love or life. Sophia and Ethan sat in a cozy little cafe in Paris. The rain tapped gently against the windows as they continued to share their stories. Both had grown so much over the years. Sophia was now a well-known author, inspiring people with her words. Ethan had traveled to places he once only imagined, capturing the world's beauty through his photography. As they sipped their coffee, Sophia looked at Ethan and said, "You know, life has a funny way of teaching us what's truly important. Back then, I thought staying in my comfort zone was the safest choice. But meeting you changed everything. You taught me to take risks and to believe in myself." Ethan smiled. "And you, Sophia, showed me the value of having someone to share the journey with. I was always chasing the next adventure, but I realized that the most meaningful adventure is the one shared with the people we love. They sat in comfortable silence for a moment, letting the weight of their words sink in. Then Ethan said, "It's not about how far we go or how much we achieve. It's about finding a balance. We can dream big, but we also need to stay connected to the people who make life worth living." Sophia nodded in agreement. And it's okay to take different paths for a while. Life isn't always a straight line, and it doesn't have to be. What matters is that we keep moving forward, learning, and growing. Ethan reached for her hand across the table. "You've taught me that love isn't about holding someone back or forcing them to stay. It's about letting them grow into the best version of themselves and supporting them, even from a distance." Sophia's smile was warm. "And you've shown me that fear is just a small obstacle standing in the way of something beautiful. We can all be scared, but we have to be brave enough to take that first step. That's how we find what truly makes us happy." They talked for hours more, sharing not just their successes, but also their failures, their struggles, and the lessons they had learned. They laughed at the silly mistakes they had made and felt a quiet pride in how far they had both come. As the rain stopped and the sun began to peek through the clouds, Sophia looked out the window and said, "Ethan, I think the biggest lesson I've learned is that life isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating moments that matter. Even the smallest steps can lead to the biggest changes." Ethan nodded. "Exactly. And it's never too late to start over, to follow a new dream, or to tell someone you care about them. Life is short, and we should make the most of every single day." They decided to walk through the streets of Paris, holding hands and feeling an immense gratitude for the journey that had, at last, brought them back together. They knew that their love and friendship had grown stronger because they had allowed each other the freedom to dream, to grow, and to live fully. This story is a reminder for everyone. First, step out of your comfort zone. Life truly begins at the edge of your fears. Like Sophia, you might feel scared to take the first step, but once you do, a whole new world can open up for you. Second, chase your dreams. Don't let anyone, not even yourself, stop you from dreaming big. Life is too short to settle for anything less than what you truly desire. Third, value your relationships. While you are chasing your goals, don't forget the people who make your life meaningful. True friends and loved ones will support you no matter what. Fourth, learn from your failures. Every mistake is a lesson in disguise. Don't fear failure. Embrace it as part of your growth. Fifth, find balance. Success isn't just about achieving your dreams. It's about finding joy in the journey and with the people you share it with. And finally, never give up. No matter how hard life gets, keep moving forward. You are stronger than you think, and brighter days are always ahead. Sophia and Ethan's story teaches us that life is a beautiful mix of challenges, joys, and lessons. It is okay to make mistakes, to take time to grow, and to walk different paths for a while. What is most important is to stay true to yourself, follow your dreams, and cherish the people who stand by you. So, my friends, ask yourself today, what is your dream? What is the next step, big or small, that you need to take? Whatever it is, take that step. Believe in yourself, because the best version of your life is waiting for you. Thank you for listening to this story. Keep dreaming, keep growing, and never stop believing in yourself. I will see you next time with another inspiring story. Thank you.